at the work that you've done. You've transitioned from a space of precision, because that's what finance really is. It's about accuracy and getting things right and getting them right the first time, to a space of creativity and opportunity to play and to think outside the box and to be experimental and to be curious. I'm interested in understanding how you've made sure that your profession doesn't define your purpose, that you can do a multitude of things, but as you think about where your impact comes from, it's not based on the title and the job you have today, but it's really based on the purpose that you're delivering in everything you touch.
Thanks, Nazi, and hi to everyone. This is my first event. I'm still on maternity leave, so
Thank you for being here.
And what it was about, and I was like, I'll absolutely do it. That's that question. So I think growing up, I think a lot of us are kind of told what careers that we need to follow. I wanted to be a fashion designer growing up. I was like, oh my word, I'm going to be a fashion designer. And I used to watch The Bold and the Beautiful and be like, Foster Creations, I'm going to be the one.
You speak with such grace and gentleness. I just want to check at the back. Can you hear? Oh, you're good. Okay.
Yeah, so I'll try to talk louder as well. So I wanted to be a fashion designer, and I thought my mom was going to support it because she got me a little sewing machine. And as I started growing, there's this thing about accounting kept coming up with my mom. And I always tell the story that, when I'd see Porsches on the road with her whilst driving, she's like, do you see these Porsches on the road? I'm like, yeah. She's like, those are owned by chartered accountants. And I was like, wow. And she was like, and they work at the bank next door, 100 on Grayston. And so as I got to high school, she was just like, you should think about this chartered accounting degree. There aren't like female chartered accountants. And so I was like, this is the obvious career for me. She killed the whole fashion thing. So I think fashion and creativity was always something that I loved, and that was purpose for me. And even though I didn't go into fashion, I think the creativity bug that I had just kept coming at me. And I think I've always been entrepreneurial. I sold my dolls. I remember telling people that I sold my dolls when I was like 7 years old. And my grandmother was like, where are your Barbies? And I was like, oh, I sold them today. I sold them for like R5 each. And she was like, go back and get all those dolls. And I was like, I spent the money. She's like, make a plan. So I think I kind of fused entrepreneurship with my creativity, and it was always a passion that I've always had. But I also just had this maths brain. I think it was genetic. My dad was like a genius. So I think I've just kind of taken skill and purpose and kind of packaged it together to come with Beauty on Tapp. So I think all of us innately have this passion that we have that we keep switching off because of pressure from society to follow certain careers. And once that bug comes back at you, don't ignore it. Don't ignore that edge. Kind of explore what it is that you want to do and how you can fuse skills from your corporate career to build this passion to the fore, to bring it to the fore.
Sure, that's really powerful. The word that comes to me as you're speaking is this word tapestry. So that it is actually about picking up the skills wherever you may be, whatever space you might be in, and thinking about how do I add this to the tapestry of living out my purpose, and that there isn't, whatever professional space you're in isn't a wrong place. It's just an opportunity to pick up different skills that you bring to your purpose. I love that. Sheldon, let me come